I never thought a single careless comment could completely shatter the world I'd built with him. My name's Vanessa, I'm 31, and I used to think I had this relationship under control. We'd been together for 5 years, married for 3, and I always assumed that Daniel, my husband, would stick by me no matter what I said or did. I laughed, I teased, I sometimes poked fun at him in front of friends, thinking it was harmless, just the playful banter that couples do. But I was wrong. Dead wrong. It all started on a casual Friday night. Daniel and I had been invited to a small gathering at our friend Alex's apartment. Nothing fancy, just a few drinks, music in the background, and the usual chatter. I loved these nights. Daniel, not so much. He was more of a homebody, but he came because he knew how much I enjoyed being around our circle. The night began normally. I sipped my wine, laughed at old stories, and tried to keep the conversation light. Daniel, as always, hung back, quiet but attentive, occasionally smiling, occasionally rolling his eyes at my exaggerated gestures. Then, someone brought up relationships in a joking tone. Someone asked, "If you had to describe your man in one word, what would it be?" I laughed before I even thought. Without missing a beat, I whispered to a friend across the room, just loud enough for the person next to me to hear, "Honestly? Daniel? Beta Paypig. Total softy. He'd probably let anyone walk over him." The room erupted into mild laughter. People nodded, some chuckled quietly, thinking it was just another joke in my usual teasing style. I didn't even notice Daniel walking into the kitchen at that exact moment. I didn't notice the subtle stiffening of his posture, the tight line of his mouth, or the sudden coldness in his eyes. For the first few seconds I thought nothing of it. It was, after all, just a joke, or so I told myself. But something had changed. He didn't storm out. He didn't yell. He didn't even confront me right away. He simply turned, grabbed a glass of water, and left the room. I assumed he was giving me a dramatic look, typical Daniel, but the truth was far more serious than I could have imagined. The rest of the evening was strange. I tried to draw him into conversation, make small jokes, tease him lightly like I always did, but he responded with a tight, polite smile. His laugh was hollow, forced. It wasn't like him. And then, when the party finally wound down, he didn't linger. He didn't say goodbye in the way he normally would. He simply took his coat, walked out, and left without a word. I laughed it off at first. Classic Daniel, I whispered to a friend, getting all dramatic over a little joke. But that night and the nights that followed, I realized that something had truly snapped. He wasn't just upset, he was distant, almost cold. His responses became minimal, curt, like he was holding back an entire storm inside him. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. One morning I tried to break the silence. We were sitting across from each other at the breakfast table, the early sun filtering through the blinds, and I nervously asked, "Daniel, are you still mad about that comment last night?" "I was just joking. You know I didn't mean it." He looked at me for a long moment. Not the usual warm gaze, not the playful teasing smile I loved, just flat, almost unreadable. Then he spoke, his voice calm, too calm. "It's not just about last night." I blinked. "What do you mean?" He sighed, running a hand through his hair. "It's the pattern. The whispers, the jokes, the way you talk about me when you think I'm not listening. I can't keep pretending it doesn't hurt." I tried to laugh it off. "Vanessa, come on, we tease each other all the time. You know I love you." "I'm not serious." His eyes hardened. "You tease. I take it. I absorb it. And then I realize every time I'm the punchline. And I'm done pretending that it doesn't matter. I've been patient, I've been understanding, but I can't anymore." The words hit me like a punch to the stomach. I opened my mouth, tried to form something witty, something convincing, but no words came. I had never seen him like this before, not angry, not yelling, just final. Days passed. I called, texted, tried to joke my way back into normalcy, but he didn't respond. Every message went unread. Every call went unanswered. I started to realize with a growing panic that this wasn't temporary. He wasn't just mad. He was making a choice. Finally, I confronted him. I couldn't keep pretending I didn't know. "Daniel, we can talk about this. Please. I didn't mean it like that. It was just a stupid joke," I pleaded, my voice shaking. He shook his head. "It wasn't just a joke. It's a reflection of how you see me. And I see now that you've never really respected me." I felt tears prick at the corners of my eyes. "I respect you. I do. Please, you have to believe me." He stood, calm, deliberate, and in a voice that made my heart drop, he said, "I've believed in you for 5 years. Loved you for 3. I can't do it anymore. I deserve better." And just like that, he walked out. No dramatic shouting, no begging, no confrontation. Just quiet, resolute, and final. I sat there, stunned, the weight of my words pressing down on me. The truth hit me slowly, painfully. I had pushed the person I loved the most too far. I had taken his patience for granted, and now I was left with nothing but my own regret. I scrolled through old photos that night, seeing the moments I had cherished, the memories that now felt like echoes from another life. And I understood the most painful truth. Sometimes the joke isn't funny at all. Sometimes, the joke is the life you thought you had slipping through your fingers because of one careless comment, one underestimated feeling, one moment of thoughtless cruelty.